Hello, guys and gals, and this is a movie review for Violent Night, and it features the talent of David Harbour, and he was in the new Hellboy, the newest Hellboy, I think in 2019, and I honestly I really like that movie. A lot of people didn't, but I honestly really like that movie. Um, anyways, this movie was also from the directors of Bullet Train, and that's another movie that I found really good. It's a really I found that to be a really enjoyable movie too. So there's a lot of acumen here that is really prestige and stuff. But first, we're gonna go over the plot. It is a Christmas movie basically, and it takes place on Christmas Eve. And in this movie, apparently Santa is real, and Santa is played by David Harbour. Um, and he's like 1100 years old or something. And he survives through Christmas magic and belief. Um, which is really interesting. I know that in the Pokemon franchise, at least in the Pokemon Sword and Shield games, in the Crown Tundra DLC, I believe. I've never played that game. But there is a Pokemon there that survives based on belief, and that was Calyrex. But Calyrex had lost his power because people had stopped believing in him. In this one, Santa is disillusioned because of all the greed in the world, people wanting money in video games, and the true spirit of Christmas had been lost. So Santa became, disgruntled by this, discouraged, and so forth. Anyways, long story short, Santa Claus happens to be at this house that basically it's taken over by armed mercenaries, and then Santa has to kill everybody. It's really interesting. Um, they gave Santa Claus a Norwegian origin, which is pretty good, and Viking origin actually. And I thought that was really a nice take. There was a nice little backstory too, and I thought the movie was very well paced. It was very well cast too. It had John Leguizamo. I'm trying to remember how to pronounce his name, but he made a really good villain. Let's just say that. It was really neat. There was a quirky cast of characters, and this movie was classified as an adventure and a dark comedy. So there was a lot of really funny scenes too. It did get an R rating, as you can see right there. It does say rated R, and there was no nudity or anything in it. It was mainly the strong language and the bloody violence throughout, which was very refreshing. Um, but yeah, this was a movie that was I thought was really good. Plus, it had a nice soundtrack. I felt myself getting sucked into the movie, caring for the characters, and that's always a true sign of a good film, is if you care for the care about the characters. Um, but yeah, I don't want to give anything away. All my reviews are spoiler free. But the movie was actually, I felt, really good. Anyways, the soundtrack was catchy. It featured Christmas music and some takes on Christmas songs that I hadn't heard in a while, which was pretty cool. And I just really liked the concept. It basically took the concept of Santa and made him a Viking, which was kind of cool. Um, but he also had vulnerability and mortality, which basically also made him very relatable. Um, so yeah, this is a movie that you should highly check out. I highly recommend you check out. Rather, that's just my opinion, though. You can either take my opinion or leave it. Either way is fine. I rented this movie from Redbox, and when they are willing to sell it, I'll probably buy a copy of it because I thought it was really good. Um, Sometimes you can find some pretty good movies over at Redbox these days. Usually, when you rent a movie, you'll get $1.50 off of the purchase of a pre-owned movie, out of the machine. So that's usually the way I do it. But anyways, this was, I thought, a very good movie. Um, it had a lot of plot twists too to it, and I honestly felt it was a really nice Christmas classic. I think. Um, I thought that again, all these this is opinions, of course, but yeah, this is a movie that I would highly recommend you check out, provided that you are over 17 or whatever the R rating stands for. Um, I don't know much about the rating system these days, but yeah, it definitely earned its R rating. But I felt that it was a creative idea. I mean, Santa Claus is basically a royalty-free character, I believe. I don't believe that he's a copyright character. So it was a safe bet to make a movie about him, with him being a main character. But yeah, um, I'm just retooling my thoughts here to make sure that I covered everything that I wanted to. I wanted to make this video while everything was still fresh in my mind. And so, yeah, all in all, this is a movie that you should see, provided that you are of age and that violence doesn't bother you, or gory violence, or anything like that. But this was also put out by Universal, which was it's a good movie company. And I think that everyone involved with this film did a really good job. So yeah, um, long story short, it's a movie you should check out. It's probably going to be a Christmas classic in the future. Um, and yeah, um, I believe that's it. If you like this content, make sure you like and subscribe, ring the bell so you know when I upload. Also, if you want to support me in any way, or if you want to join the Discord server, all that information will be in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. You are loved, and have a great day.